Very true.
It ain't Monday. Happy
Somewhere
Tuesday,
it's Monday.
guys.
I'm sure if you go west, you keep going far enough out in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah,
If you look at it that
Maybe,
way.
yeah.
But not here.
No.
That's all that
Thank
matters.
you for joining us on this Facebook Live after show.
That's right.
We appreciate you. All right, Ben and Carolyn,
Yes.
Larry, we are talking about recycling this morning. That was our question, our live poll. Do you recycle? Charlotte's.
One of our simpler poll questions.
I know, right?
It's pretty
do
black
you
and
recycle?
Thank goodness.
Pretty
That's
black
it.
and white.
Pretty simple.
It's nothing difficult to do. It's
Right?
very simple, yeah.
Well, Charlotte Solid Waste Division, they're basically rolling out a new pilot program to make sure people are recycling things the correct way and items that, should be recycled.
It's not a garbage can.
A lot of people are recycling the wrong things. That's why they picked about 5 neighborhoods, including in Beatties Ford, Cotswold, and they're going to go through these neighborhoods. I think about 3,000 homes are going to be surveyed or looked at, and they're going to make sure that you're putting the right thing in your recycling bin. So we did go through some of the things that you can recycle and cannot recycle. 79% right now say yes, they do recycle. 21% say no. And a big thing this morning that I pointed out, nationwide, 12% of the people who are recycling are not recycling right. Here in Charlotte, 17% of the people who are recycling
Is
are
that
recycling
right? That's got to be higher than
That's
that.
very low. Are you
Because a lot
sure?
of people are using it as a garbage can. They put garbage.
According to the research that was pulled up this morning, that was the information that was pulled up.
From where?
And it's costing the city of Charlotte a lot of money.
Yeah, I do believe that because I think recycling, while people are well intended with it, don't realize that a lot of times they're doing it the wrong way.
Or
Yeah.
putting the wrong things in
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
the wrong
Are
things in there.
recyclable. Yeah.
There's very specific things that are recyclable and
I'm
things
looking
that
it
are
up
not recyclable.
from EPA.
The one thing that caught my attention this morning of one of the items that you cannot recycle, the food containers.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I guess, aren't cleaning them
You have to rinse them
enough
out.
to be
Yes, you
recycled.
do. Yeah, it's-
Basically, wash them before you do
Yeah.
it.
So here's some items right here.
I think you are mistaken with your research. I think you meant 17% of people recycle, not that they.
That's what I said. 17% who recycle in Charlotte aren't recycling right.
Okay.
What did your research show?
The EPA is saying 17% of people, on average, across the country, actually recycle
Only 17%?
properly.
Really? Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's something that we all need
Makes
to be doing.
sense.
It's just
Yeah.
not something we're doing right in a lot of cases. I mean, I know even recently they put out reminders for people breaking down their boxes.
Yeah, the
Because
cardboard, you don't just throw a box in, you have to break it down. Small
And-
But
pieces,
that's why
yeah.
I'm saying I think that
Yeah.
that number makes sense because recycling properly, I mean, I didn't realize, and you said this,
Yeah.
but the caps, there are certain
Yeah.
bottles, I totally forget this, there are bottles that you can't, when you have a soda, like a soda bottle,
Soft drink bottles. All.
the cap oftentimes isn't recyclable, and the label that's on the bottle isn't
100%.
recyclable either.
100%.
And if you put that in there, you're not recycling properly because then they can't actually recycle that bottle.
Yeah.
So
I've been to recycling plants. It's a difficult process because you have individuals in there taking all this,
Yeah.
throwing stuff away.
Going through it.
Literally
They have to.
by hand going through it.
and it's on a conveyor belt.
Yes, it is.
It's very interesting to
Oftentimes,
see.
you can't put bags in there, put it all loose because bags, get caught up in the recycling
Yeah.
machines, or they have to go through and pull things out. Some people just throw trash in there. I mean, I've actually seen in Matthews, where I live, people putting what looks like trash.
Inside their recycling
Yeah.
bins?
Sometimes it's probably just careless, people just throwing whatever, but then some people need a reminder. We have a lot of people on Facebook Live
What are
right
they
now
saying?
saying, yes, they do recycle. One guy, Daniel Barrett, good morning to you. He said it is confusing. He said,
I think
"Is
it
there an
is.
instruction manual to it." I mean,
Maybe if they put
on the recycling bin, maybe
like
a
on the
little-
lid or something,
Yeah,
or if they
that would be
have.
helpful.
We get in Matthews, we get a newsletter every year. This is how to recycle.
And you could put that in
You
your
can
kitchen.
Put that
Yeah.
in the kitchen. That's what I do, and it just tells you very plain. It tells you when they're going to pick it up, how to do it, what not to put in, what to. I mean, it's very simple.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
we keep
Yeah.
it pretty simple. I mean,
Yeah.
you go to other countries and they have a much more complicated, better
Yes.
recycling program. So we try to keep it fairly simple in the States. and
But
we
I think
still mess
doing
it up.
that is what kind of creates this ambiguity, and people don't know what to put in. Like in where I grew up, we recycled from a very, very early age, and just because I had this Dr. D. Strange was the recycling queen at our school, and she really taught us about what you recycle, what you like newspapers and all those things. Our bins were separated by that. Here's where the newspapers go. Here's where the glass goes. Here's where, and I think that makes it really easy because then you know what you can and what you can't recycle. Nowadays, it's a free for
But
all.
we do need to recycle.
Yeah.
But I think this is a good idea. I do know that you said people are like nervous about the city looking
Yeah.
through their stuff?
They are. They're saying that it's a violation of privacy, but
But what people need to realize is once you put that bin on the street,
Like
it's
they
not your
have-
property anymore anyway.
and they have to go through it. There are people who work in this community who that's what they do every day. So they want, I guess, maybe not only respect, but just to make sure you're doing it right. So you're not going to get a fine for it. You are going to get a little note that maybe say, hey, next time you do this, don't put this in your bin. So just a little reminder, you're not getting fined. So I guess maybe you could
It's not an
say
easy
something
job
more
to do.
saying
I mean, imagine having that job, going through the recycling bins and choosing what's wrong, what's right.
Yeah.
That's tough. All right.
You have a link. We have a link in our comment section
perfect.
right now on Facebook Live.
Oh, good.
If you need a little reminder on what you can recycle or what you cannot.
That's good.
So let's move on to this shoe confusion. I'm
Yes.
confused, obviously. This shoe pick that's confusing a lot of people. Carolyn, I'm going to let you take it away since you talked about it this morning in Click Picks.
Okay, so I saw this yesterday. I sent it to Ruby, and I said, Ruby, what do you see? What color do you see? So this is actually from 2 years ago. This picture was posted on Twitter by someone who took the photo and said, what color is this?
It's two different shoes.
Well, no, that's actually the photo in the bad lighting
Okay.
is the one that creates the problem. This shoe is actually, quote unquote, mahogany rose. It's a light pink and white.
I disagree.
But
It is teal and gray.
I'm sure that you disagree, but what I'm saying is factually, it's a pink and white shoe.
Ben?
I definitely see the teal and gray.
I know, you see that.
Larry?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's interesting. Are you saying that both are the same color? Because the shoe on the right looks pale compared to the teal and gray on the left.
Okay, so what I'm saying is the shoe on the right is actually the photo,
My eyes are adjusting.
and now you can see pink.
Just the one on the right. At the first, I thought they were the exact same shoe.
To me, that looks like a different
granted, I know they're
shoe.
the same shoe, but I now realize the one on the right is pink.
So
and
here's the
white.
thing that's so weird is
Hold on. Wait, what? You said the one on the right is pink and white?
Yeah.
It is.
No, it's just another color of gray.
No, look at it for longer.
Ruby.
It looks faded to me.
No, that is
start to
still,
see it.
it's like a lighter gray and a lighter teal, like a faded shoe. That's not pink and white. It's
But here's the
pink and white.
thing: all these color dresses and shoes, they're just mind-boggling. It's almost like, why are we talking about this?
Because it's just kind of fun to
I
say.
think it's fascinating because
I do too.
it's a bit of like well, I think it's interesting because it's a human phenomenon, the likes that we have not seen before. Because before this, we did not have social media where we all collectively as a
Right.
world could look at the same
And
thing
respond.
and
Yeah.
respond. And so I think it's interesting in that respect because never in history had we been able to do something like this.
Yeah.
And show something
We're
like
solving
this.
the world's problem.
And
really
interesting
are.
enough, a lot of networks are picking up. I saw the Today Show. They did a little thing on it, but I can't remember who said what they thought the shoe looked
Okay,
like.
so
But
here's the
it's
thing.
interesting.
The shoe that we just showed, the split screen, the one on the right is where the color corrected. So it was actually the color of the shoe. The one on the left is in the bad lighting. The weird thing about this whole thing is I first saw what you guys are seeing. I saw it mint green and
Yeah.
gray. Now that I see it pink, I can't see it mint green and gray anymore.
Yeah, that's
My
what
eyes won't
happens.
let me.
Well, another thing is if you go into, let's just say you go into Walmart and you go back where the TVs are. Every one has a different color.
I know.
That's
Because
a
they
good
do have
point.
like a display of,
Of 100
or go to the
TVs.
Queen City TV or go into any appliance
Wherever, yeah.
store, what's Best Buy. They all have a different color. And in our studio, every monitor is different.
Aren't we lucky?
I don't trust any of those.
I don't either.
So
Hey, you
let's
know
move
what?
on.
You made a great
I mean,
point.
what do you think about the wake up, Charlotte?
Yeah.
On that monitor on the
Yeah.
top right is like
It's so
fluorescent
different.
orange, and it's like pale yellow below it.
And now on with the countdown.
All right,
Casey Kasem.
Oxford just released some new words. So,
Yes.
promposal is now a word. It's basically an elaborate way to ask someone to school dance.
This is ridiculous. These are not words. Why are we adding them to the dictionary?
Apparently, slang is now proper English. Nomophobia is actually fear of not having your cell phone. Nomophobia.
No-mo?
And fake news, which is a popular term
How do you
now.
spell nomophobia?
But it was originated in the 1980s, apparently. So those are some words that you guys can add to your conversation when you're talking to people. And if they don't know and they look at you like you're crazy, just tell them, yeah, I just
It's in
learned
the
this from
dictionary.
Oxford.
And that means that you can actually play them in Scrabble because
Yeah.
they're words in the
That's
dictionary.
true.
Very
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Okay, a Canadian mom is going viral this morning. I guess you can say viral. She's trending on social media because she turned her little girl's room into the Chronicles of Narnia, well, to look like it based off of the book. So you enter the room or the wardrobe.
Yeah, there's the wardrobe.
And take a look.
Wow.
It cost her about $1,000.
That's a little girl's room right
Yeah,
there?
that's her
Her
room.
mother did that?
She is setting this little girl up for a really hard life.
That's a talented
Because when
mama.
I grew up, I had a bed. I was thankful for my bed, my favorite blanket, a little desk, some clothes. That's it, I think.
What else did you need?
Well, maybe she's tapping into her daughter's love of books.
Yeah. But you know what? I appreciate the
Chronicles.
creativity, you know? I love the creativity of her mom doing that.
I thought that book was scary, and I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe as well, and I did not like it. Because it frightened me.
You will not be updating your bedroom to look like
No,
that.
I thought it was scary.
So you just don't have $1,000 to...
I definitely do not.
All right, Larry.
Okay, weather not too bad today. It'll be in the mid to upper 70s again today. We need the rain, and we got the rain. It's coming tomorrow morning. Could be kind of a messy commute. And then if you like really, really cold mornings, and this is going to help the tree leaves change.
I was going to say, remember we learned the whole thing about the science.
It's going to happen, and that what this sets this weekend up for, especially up there around 4,000 feet, Blowing Rock, Bannerell, Grandfather Mountain, this is the weekend.
Wait, so go this weekend to
Go
see the
this
leaves
weekend,
change.
and you will meet 8 billion people who are driving up there.
Well,
it will
don't
be-
tell people. You already did.
I did. No, it will. It will be a great weekend to see the leaves.
I'm out of town this weekend.
You are. Well, don't go.
Well, I have to. I'm going to see my sister.
Oh, well.
What about the weekend after?
The weekend after.
Too late.
You know,
Too late.
All
Will
it
they be
takes is-
gone?
All
the
it takes
leaves will be.
No, I'm just joking. But all it takes is one storm to blow them away. I think that
Don't say that.
this weekend will be fantastic. Next weekend, lower elevations, foothills, towards Burke County, Hickory, Morganton, all the way down to Rutherford County.
Next weekend you can drive around Charlotte and look at the leaves here.
In the next 2 weeks, Charlotte will be fine.
You're annoying.
What ruins it, any time we have one of these big storms with wind, it just blows it away. So this
Great.
I think you said it's going to be really windy next week.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Don't
of
say that.
course.
You know where I want to
Yeah.
go? Brevard County.
Why
So,
there?
no, the town of
The town of Brevard?
That's what I meant.
Transylvania County.
Transylvania County.
Transylvania
Why have
County.
you decided you want to go there?
Because I read in our state magazine that it's a fantastic place to go.
Brevard is a beautiful town.
Right, so I'm gonna go.
That whole area is.
Well, can I peep leaves there, or will they be gone?
You can, next weekend will be, yes. That's the lower elevations. It'll start to peak there.
You should
There
go
you
and
go.
take pictures.
You're invited, Ben. You and Brad.
What about me? Can I
really
be
look forward to that.
invited?
Yeah, you
won't
won't
be
come.
Anywhere in the mountains of North Carolina. is
I won't be
beautiful.
here.
I won't
Doesn't
be
matter
here.
whether you're in the
Yeah,
Great
absolutely.
Smoky Mountains.
Okay,
or
so
the
that's
Blue Ridge.
that's what I want to know.
Fantastic,
I
yeah.
need the secret gems. Like, you know, I need the little communities, little towns, not the I know Boone and Blowing Rock, and I love those
You know
places.
what? If you take Highway 74 west and you get into Chimney Rock and Lake Lure and that area and head up towards
Yeah.
Asheville, you're going to go through those little winding roads that take you to the foothills into the
yes.
mountains. That's the place.
I will never be back.
Yeah.
I was going to say, who are you talking about?
Right?
I want to go see all these places.
Since when are you an explorer?
I've always been an explorer.
This is definitely
Again.
news to me.
Again, she uses
Carolyn
GPS
the
to get to the
Explorer.
station every morning.
Which is why I'm asking
Highway
how to get
74
there.
west.
She'd be like, Highway what?
74 west.
Where's Highway 74 in Charlotte?
I have no idea.
Independence Boulevard.
I don't even know how I get to work. What's
Wilkinson
the one I
Boulevard.
take to work?
I know. You use GPS, that's what I'm saying. So I guess I'm surprised that also you.
Well, Ben, you know what? I won't be driving.
Wow. Thank
Someone
you
else
for
will
joining
be.
us this morning on our Facebook Live. We'll be back tomorrow.
You know what? You don't need to tell everybody.